Chasing all the things that please your heart, but I feel like I'm being pushed back. Many things seem to fall apart. I am waiting for my breakthrough, and I won't let go till you bless my soul. And I just want to say, in the middle of the storm, I run to you. I reminisce on my before and how you brought me through. I worship you for who you are, not only what you do. In the middle of the storm, I will worship you. Many mockers telling me it's not worth the fight, but I keep watching, keep praying, while many slumber through the night. I am waiting for the sunrise to wash away the darkness of this world. I just want to say, in the middle of the storm, I run to you. I reminisce on my before and how you brought me through. I worship you for who you are, not only what you do. In the middle of the storm, I will worship you. Of the storm, I run to you. I reminisce on my before and how you brought me through. I worship you for who you are, not only what you do. In the middle of the storm, I will worship you. 'Cause in the middle of the storm, I run to you. I reminisce on my before and how you brought me through. I worship you for who you are, not only what you do. In the middle of the storm, I will worship you.
Hey, everybody, my name is Caden.
I'm Jaden.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Eli.
And I'm Jason.
And we are Yahoo and the Torah YouTube channel, and this is the Ecclesia.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It is so good to see our little family out there, and it is absolutely just really wonderful. It is the Ecclesia, and we are going over Sirach, and we are going over the third chapter of this. And for everybody out there in the chat room, and for those who come on in the future, we are the little family that lives out in the middle of the jungle, out in the middle of nowhere. And from what we believe that the laws, statutes, and commands that begin in Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy are commands that will govern your life to the best of its ability. You will never go wrong when you start keeping the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator. You will never, ever be cursed by keeping the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator. You will never, ever fall off of the straight and narrow when you're keeping the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator. But when you don't, you will fall off the straight and narrow. You will not make the small gate that we've been told is really hard to get through. You will be cursed because our Creator says that those who do not follow me will fall upon curses. And so what we are trying to do is we are trying to open people's eyes. We're trying to break the indoctrination of Christianity and the 65,000 different religions out there that are all traditions of men, that are all man-made doctrine. And we're trying to help people get back to the truth. And the way begins with our Messiah whose name is Yahushua, because there were no J's in Hebrew. He is the way forward. But it's not a raise your hand. It's not a set and forget. It's not a once saved, always saved. It is a path. It is a direction. It is a lifestyle. It is a way of living that is separate from the rest of the world. You are peculiar. You are odd. When you are keeping the law, statutes, and commands of our Creator, you walk around with dangling pieces of thread on the side of your hips. You don't do things that others do. You don't eat bacon. You do not celebrate the pagan holidays and various things. That is what we are, and this is what we believe. Gentlemen, how the heck are you guys doing?
Good.
Anything to add into that? What do you guys think about the laws, statutes, and commands? Just as reading them as a, you guys are almost 20 years old, right? And for those out there who do not know, the twins are 19 years old, and they are large individuals. Eli is
Almost 16.
Almost 16. What do you think about the laws, statutes, and commands of our Creator, being 19 years old, living in captivity of where we're at? Tell me a little bit about them and why you think they're important, and specifically yourselves. Go ahead.
I think it's important because we see the world as it is in chaos, and we understand that with the Torah, we don't have that chaos. We have the straightened path forward. We know that we're going to get up and we're going to remember our Creator. We're not going to get up wondering what our existence is even about. We're not going to be curious of what our God really is. We know who our Elohim is. We know where He is. We know where to find Him. We know what His name is, and we know that His commands are good for us. They are protecting us in health reasons for food, other reasons for safety, and so not curses, so we don't end up in hell. They're all good things for us. Everything there is good for us. And if you look at the rest of the world, you see that they're doing things, eating pork, which over the lifetime of eating pork, you end up with a whole bunch of nasty worms in your body.
Yeah. Jade, what about you? What does this do for you? Is this, as you grow up, is this something that you are going to hold on to? Or, whenever you move out or wherever you go in the world, are you going to keep doing what you're doing? Are you going to pass this down to your children? How's your life going to look? And
Yes, my whole life will be Torah keeping. If I have children, I'll teach my children Torah keeping. It'll be like that. What it is, it'll be keeping the Torah commands and doing all that says. But if you were to look, the reason we follow Torah because we're the minority. The minority are the people Yahuwah says. He says the world will be following something else, and the world doesn't follow the Torah. There's nobody that follows the Torah. But how many people personally do you know that actually follow Torah? Personally, not online, but in person, you can't really count a lot. Maybe 5 people. And then if you say how many people personally Christian, you can count all of them. You can count so many.
Right. There's a lot. The scriptures are very, very clear that most people don't make it. That it's really, really hard to make this kingdom, and it's not for a lack of trying, because people try how they believe that they should try. But there's a commandment that says we shouldn't do what is right in our own eyes. And it takes simply reading the Torah. Eli, tell me a little bit about the Torah. If you're 16, right? Heading 15, heading into whatever age. I keep missing track of this. Tell me about the Torah. Why does it enhance your life? Are you going to continue on keeping the Torah? Is this important to you, and why?
Yes, I'm going to keep following the Torah. It's our instruction guide. It's what we should do, what's right and what's wrong.
And what commands do you guys struggle with out of the Torah? Just right out off the top of the gate.
I can't think of any command I have a hard time following. There is not a single one. Or I don't go looking for blood to drink. I'm not going to go find a pig and eat him.
Do you love your neighbor?
Yes.
As yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Do you guys have any commandments that you know of that are hard to keep? Is there anything? Because what they've said and what we've been told is that these commandments are bondage, right? That's what I grew up when I was growing up in the Christian church. That's what we've been programmed to think, is that it's bondage and nobody wants to be a slave, but is this bondage to you guys?
No.
Why?
I believe it is freedom, because we have the freedom of truth. We understand what the world doesn't understand. They are stuck in a world where they have no next life. They don't know what's going to happen to them. Where we who believe, we know what's going to happen to us. So we have a freedom of being okay with.
Okay, all right, guys. Well, let us get into our stuff. And so heading into our Sefer at the top is our first bad translation that we are going to be using. And the one at the bottom is the Yah's Scriptures, and that is, you can pick that up. You guys can get all of this. Sirach is on the Yahuwah and the Torah website, YHWHANDTHETORAH.net. And you guys can grab this. There's free downloads. You guys can get everything that you want there, completely free, right? Because the scriptures of our Creator were given to us free. Moshe never started, charging shekels to hear about the Torah, right? It didn't bring the word down, and Moshe did not become filthy rich by hiding the word of our Creator. And so this is something very important to us, and not just us, but I guess our Creator, is that the word of our Creator is out there. And so as we go through this, and as you guys are reading along with us, if you guys do want to download this stuff, there are lots of books on their download section, and grab them if you can. Gentlemen, are you guys ready?
Yep.
Just want to say hi to the people.
Yeah, let's say hi to everybody,
Hold on,
anybody.
I was trying to get the download.
Oh, okay.
So
as we peck around with technology here.
It was supposed to be in the clipboard and it wasn't there, so sorry.
Okay.
Okay, it's there now. All right, so we have the
Grandma.
Emissary of Elohim,
Hey, buddy.
Carla,
Hey. Much
Lisa.
love, Carla. Hi, Lisa.
and I think that's it.
That's it? That's all we need?
That's all our people.
Yes, thank you guys very, very much for hanging out with us and joining us. We love you guys, and seriously, you guys are our family. So let us get into this, and this is a good chapter for riding the bus. You guys know what I mean?
Yep.
You guys pre-read this, right? Did you pre-read this? Oh, he's shaking his head no. At least you're honest. Okay, so he's busy. Everybody else should have pre-read this. And so if you guys know, there could be a bus ride maybe, but that's okay. Okay, here we go. Chapter 3. Hear me, your father, O children, and do accordingly, that you may be safe. For Yahuwah has given the father esteem over the children, and has confirmed the authority of the mother over the sons. Okay, right out of the gate, what are we talking about with this?
So here he talks about that Yahuwah gives the father honor over the children. Basically, he lets him be over the children. He lets the mother be over the children.
So as it sits in this is what it is. We have Elohim Most High is the head, right? We have Messiah Yahushua as the next in line. We have the man, then we have the wife, and we have the children. And that is the set of authority that our Creator has made, and that is the way it should be. Okay, let's continue on. Whoever esteems his father makes atonement for his sins, and he who esteems his mother is as one who stores up treasure. Whoever esteems his father shall have joy from his own children, and when he makes his prayer, he shall be heard. Okay, gentlemen, what do we got?
So it says that people who esteem their fathers, like again, giving them esteem, giving them respect, giving them honor, listening to them, obeying them, giving them like joy in their hearts that you are listening to them, that you are on the right path. I think that's esteem to them. I think.
Yeah, and it says he that honors his father. Now, is honoring your father sticking them in a nursing home?
No.
Why?
Because that's a terrible way to go out, right? Nobody is really taken care of. There's no love there, right? It's a job. It's a place where they put you. It's almost a prison, right? It's a prison for elderly folks.
Well, that's not what they claim. They say it is a place for the elderly, a place they can be cared for and well cared for.
If you ask anyone that is still like there, right? Someone that can still speak and tell you how they feel, and someone that can give you what they're feeling. They're not going to be happy. They want to be with their family. They don't want to be with people they don't know.
So if we ask people at the nursing home if they would rather be with their family or at this nursing home, what do you think they would say?
With their family. They want the people that they grew up around, the people they grew old with, and they didn't want them to take them and put them somewhere where they never knew. It's like a foreign place, right? You live all your life knowing your family, taking care of them, and then they turn around and they just say, hey, here you go, here's these new people to take care of you. We don't want to do it.
Yeah.
I'd say 9 out of 10 probably want to be with their family. There's always that one that really probably doesn't like their family, so
They'd rather be at
there's probably one person that doesn't like their family.
Nursing homes are not good places.
Yeah.
I will tell you, there's a lot of abuse in nursing homes, and that's not in all nursing homes, but the thing about nursing homes is you're putting the care of your beloved parents in the hands of others, and these people are being paid probably a minimum wage, and unfortunately they drop a lot of people in nursing homes, and a lot of people in nursing homes die because of bad care. And then there's the nursing homes from the bad side, from hell, that are they're just really, really bad, and they don't take care of the people at all. Okay, let's continue on. So you need to esteem your father, you need to esteem your mother, and you need to understand that your guys' role is under your mother, under your father, under Messiah, under our Creator.
I do just want to say that there
Yes.
are some people that can't take care of their parents, so they do have to send them to a nursing home because they don't have the means to do it. So, but they aren't the best places for
that's
people.
the thing, is a nursing home can cost like $3,000 to $5,000 a month.
I know, but Medicare usually pays for stuff.
Does
like
it?
that
I don't
most
know
of
if
the
it
time.
does. Okay.
Maybe in the U.S., but other countries probably
Yeah.
not.
Yeah,
I
well,
know.
down in South America,
They don't
it's
have
very
such things.
rare to
They,
find a
they,
nursing
they
home.
live to be 105 with their family.
Yeah,
Their
I-
children 80, their
But I do
grandchildren
know they're
50s.
bad. But I'm just saying, there's people that can't, that
I
don't
under-
have
I-
the means to take
I
care of their
understand.
own family.
If you
so-
have the means to take care of your elderly family and you can give them respect in their end days, that is what a child should do. Absolutely. Okay, let's continue on. What verse are we on?
The Grant says nursing homes are closing at a strangely rapid rate in the past 2 years. Wonder why they would do that with the oldies.
Yeah, that would be strange. Seems as if people are dwindling these days, but who knows? Let's continue on. He who esteems his father shall have a long life, and he who is obedient to Yahuwah shall be a comfort to his mother. He who reveres Yahuwah shall esteem his father, and shall do service unto his parents as to his masters. Okay, gentlemen, this is, I guess this isn't really much of a bus ride, but this is more of, these are very, very, very good instructions. Now, gentlemen, can you tell me why this would be good, that you would esteem your father, and you would get a long life, hold on, and then you're obedient to Yahuwah, and it basically says if you're obedient to Yahuwah, you'll be a comfort to your mother. And if you revere Yahuwah, you shall esteem your father. Why are all those things dealing with Yahuwah, and why does this make family much better?
Because if the parents are Torah keeping, right, and they teach you Torah keeping, it's like a full circle here. Yah gave the commands to the parents gave the commands to the children, and they get the rewards from it from Yah. And if you are not in the Torah, you're disappointed. Your parents will be disappointed, right? Because eventually they understand that you're on your way to the Gehinnom, you're on your way to Sheol, because you're not following the commands, and you're going to reap the curses of your labors when they taught you these things. And that doesn't bring esteem, and that doesn't bring honor to them. That doesn't even bring honor to Yah. Yah's probably more disappointed than anything in the whole situation.
Yeah, and elderly people, I would say, are very, they're looked after in the eyes of Yah. It's like when you get to the age where you are basically feeble, and it's just really, really hard when you're old. Our Creator, I know He listens to those people that are calling for Him.
Yah really cares about kids and old people. The people who can't really help themselves, He cares for the most.
Yeah, and widows. He loves the widows a lot. Okay. Let's see. Are we on 8? Esteem your father and mother both in word and deed. that is a baraka may come upon you, that a baraka may come upon you from them. For the baraka of the father established the houses of children, but the curse of the mother roots out foundations. Okay, why does the mother's curse root out foundations? And why does the blessing of the father establish the house of the children?
So I think it's the curse of the father and mother. I think it's giving an example here, but I think like the curse of the mother is like she separates from you, right? She doesn't want anything to do with you. You're like gone to her in her eyes, right? You're too worldly. You're too out of the Torah. You're too out of the covenant for your mother or for your father, and it upsets them, right? And they're like they wash their hands of this, right? They can't do anything. They've given up at that point. And I think that's what roots out the house is they're giving up, and it's like Yah sees it as well. Yah sees the disappointment. He hears the prayers. He sees everything that's going on, and he's disappointed as well.
Yeah, we have stories of Esau, right? And Esau's women that he got, and that became a
he shamed his parents,
stumbling stone for him and his family and everybody else. So, okay, do not rejoice in the shame of your father, for your father's shame is no esteem unto you. For the esteem of a man is from the esteem of his father, and a mother in shame is a reproach to the children.
So when a father in his shame, that's kind of like Noah and Ham. He was in his shame, and he took pride in his father's shame. He was happy his father was in shame.
Yeah, and he got owned. His kid got owned really, really bad. Why isn't so what does it mean about here where the esteem of a man for the esteem of a man is from the esteem of his father?
It's like he who raised you, the way it's like the apple doesn't fall all too far from the tree is like the terminology people use. It's like they raised you right, and their esteem is going to be the same thing, right? You all have the same glory from Yahuwah. You all have the same aim, strive, and the same love for Yahuwah, and that would be your esteem.
Yeah, and so as you end up keeping the Torah in the family, and as you start doing Torah as a child, your parents will see that, and they will be very, very happy in this. Okay, 12. My son, help your father in his age, and do not grieve him as long as he lives. Okay?
There we go. Don't put your parents in a nursing home. Don't grieve them as they get older. Help them as long as they live.
Yeah, that is very. Is this a commandment? I mean, is this something we should?
It should be like someone like the.
Is there any commandment that we would know of that is something like this?
Honor your parents.
Honor your parents. Yeah, that's one of them.
There should be. We should have
take care of the elderly.
We should almost have like a separate Bible's command book, just like life commands from other books.
Yeah, but I mean, isn't this something? I mean, for the most part, you would want to help older people, right? Especially your parents. Who didn't ship you guys off to the fire station when you were young. Just kidding. Yeah, so, no, I mean, you have your parents, and, when it says, my son, help your father in his age and grieve him not as long as he lives. Let's continue on because there's something more to this. And if his understanding fails, have patience with him, and do not despise him when you are in your full strength. For the relief for your father shall not be forgotten, and instead of sin, it shall be added to build you up. Now, I've seen this a lot. I've seen this where people get old in the house, and the older person becomes a troublesome in the house because people lose patience with the old people, right? They completely lose patience with them. And this is excellent advice, if not just beautiful advice right here, right? That we need to have patience with elderly people. We need to have patience with our family. And we need to make every last possible attempt to take care of our aging, failing parents when they need us the most, especially where it says when you're in your full strength. And as your parents are withering away, you guys should be in your full strength. Okay. And instead of sin, it shall be added to build you up. In the day of your affliction, it shall be remembered. Your sins also shall melt away as the ice in the fair warm weather. He who forsakes his father is as a blasphemer, and he who displeases his mother is cursed of Elohim. Wow. Okay. What do we go about this? Do you guys ever displease your mother?
Sometimes.
What do we?
Happy with this.
Yeah. What do we make of this? Is this like one time your mother gets angry with you, Or is it that you bring in worldly women and you destroy your life and you guys start doing evil outside of the Torah? I mean, it's real easy to get on the wrong side of mama, because mama's caring about you guys. And so if she sees you go off the straight and narrow, it's going to displease her. And the first thing that mama's going to do is start whispering into dad's ears that she's displeased with the actions of the children. And we have to come and fix things of that nature. Okay. Anyone else have?
Says, I always wondered if Yaakov was shamed by Yehuda's wives.
Who was?
If Yaakov was ashamed by Yehuda's wives.
Because he went and got Canaanite wives.
Yeah, right. No, yeah. Who knows? Who said that?
The Grand.
The Grand. Okay.
And Mesh is here now too.
Hey, Mesh, how you doing, brother?
I think they had to deal with more important things with Joseph's death than worrying about the women at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, you can see it also with Moses' wife, right?
Yeshua rose up.
Right. Yeah. So, all right. So let's continue on. My son, go on with your business in meekness, so you shall be beloved of he who approves. The greater you are, the more you humble yourself, and you shall find favor before Yahuwah. Okay, I think we should talk right here on this whole thing. That we know about what the kingdom of heaven is made up of. What is the kingdom of heaven made up of?
Little children.
People as like our little children, right? Our egomaniac psychopaths making it to the Shaimaim, according to all of this stuff, right?
Was that no?
I mean, what about the people that are just unmeek, right? What does he mean right here when he says, "Go on with your business in meekness"?
Do everything humbly. Do everything kind. Be meek. Everything.
Yeah, everything, right? And it is really easy in this world to get ahead somewhere or get a raise somewhere, or something happens to you and you start patting yourself on the back, and all of a sudden you go around patting yourself on the back. You're like, wow, I'm good, man. I'm so good. I'm the best of the best. I made it here. I got a promotion, and by this promotion I'm going to get more bling, and I'm going to be going on, right? And at the end of the day, you didn't create the fingers that you lifted a hand with, right? You did not create the morning that you got up and rose up with. You didn't create anything. You are merely a creation of our Creator, and you are learning what exactly it is to do. But you can be great, but it doesn't make you wonderful, right? It makes you that you're using what our Creator has given us to the best of your abilities. But the greatness goes in the hand of our Creator. We are nothing. None of us are anything. We can barely mow our lawn without killing the grass. So there's things that we need in this world, and it is our Creator. And so we can't get pious and think that we're just more than anything, because Yah will smote us. He will put us on the floor in ways that we will not know. We need to be humble. We need to be meek. And it says right here, the greater you are, the more you humble yourself, and you shall find favor before Yahuwah, right? That is by looking at yourself in the mirror and understanding that our Creator is greater than absolutely everything, and we need to humble ourselves we need to get on our knees, and we need to understand that we are merely just a creation. We are not great. Nobody's great. It doesn't matter what we do. We are great that we are here with our Creator, and He has created great, wonderful things. Okay. And many are in high places and of name, but mysteries are revealed to the meek. For the power of Yahuwah is great, and he is esteemed by the lowly. And I just owned us. I just completely owned us myself.
I wasn't even touching it.
It wasn't you. This is all me. Bad pops.
You're down here.
All right, where am I at here? What chapter am I on? Or what verse?
I think you're on.
You are on 21.
21. I've done it. Sorry, everyone. Okay. Yes. Okay. Mysteries are revealed to the meek, for the power of Yahuwah is great, and he is esteemed by the lowly. Okay. Do we know anything about mysteries being revealed to the meek?
I would think so.
Yehoshua said it himself. He said, I thank you, Father, for revealing these things to those who are not wise, to those who don't have strength, but to the meek, but to those who don't understand.
Absolutely. Okay. Do not search out that which is too hard for you, neither seek that which is above your strength. But what is commanded, think upon this with reverence. For it is not necessary for you to see with your eyes that which is secret. Do not be curious in unnecessary matters, for more is revealed to you than men understand. Okay, so this is something, there's a group of, they're Satanists, right? They're a group of Satanists, and they call themselves the Freemasons. And they're all about illumination. They're all about being illuminated and learning the secrets. And it's the occult world, right? And the word occult simply means hidden. And so these people are always seeking this out. They're champions of this group are freak shows like Aleister Crowley. People that are extremely evil, extremely anti-creator, extremely anti-Christ, and they are always seeking out the hidden. And it's very, very clear that if you want to get to the hidden, sometimes you have to get into the occult stuff, right? It says very clearly right here, it is not necessary for you to see with your eyes that which is secret, right? Do not be curious in unnecessary matters, right? By the time they make it to the top of the Freemason ring and they have these little levels, by the time you make it to the top, you've figured out that your God, lowercase God, is Lucifer. And so you don't want to have your eyes open. You don't want to have the third eye open, and that's what they all say. And for those who have never, ever heard any of this, that's as far as I'm going to get down that rabbit hole. But there's literally people out there that are trying to uncover secrets that they should not see, and things that when we are with our Creator or when we are in the kingdom to come, we're going to learn this stuff. We're going to figure out all of this stuff, and it's not meant for us to see. If we don't see it, it's not meant for us to see. Okay, continuing on. For more is revealed to you than men understand. For many are deceived by their own worthless opinion, and evil suspicion has overthrown their judgment. Without eyes, there is no light. Do not profess the knowledge which you have. Okay, let's talk on this, right? Without eyes, there is no light. What do we know? We know that lights, the eyes are the windows to the soul.
But windows, the eyes see.
Right. And I mean, obviously, without eyes, you don't have light. Right. He says, do not profess the knowledge which you do not have. So what is that saying by that? Who professes knowledge they don't have? Everybody. Christians, right? They're like, well, you want to come here? You can raise your hand. You can get on your knees at an altar call, and you can have eternal life, right? Once saved, always saved. That's just one example, right? They don't have that knowledge. How would they get the correct knowledge?
They would read the Torah.
They would read the Bible, right? They would read the scriptures instead, and they would put Brother Shaul at the end of their book instead of the very first, and they would understand that Brother Shaul kept the laws, statutes, and commands as well. Okay, let's continue on. 26. A stubborn heart shall suffer evil in the end, and he who loves danger shall perish in it. Okay, right, guys? A stubborn heart shall suffer evil in the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's too stubborn to turn to the Torah, right? When you have a person that's stubborn that doesn't listen to corrections, they end up on the path of destruction. They end up being destroyed in the end, and spiritually, physically, whatever it is, they end up being destroyed until you're like, oh wow, I guess I was really wrong.
Yeah. And at the end, you don't know, and it is very, very bad to be stubborn. And then it goes on. It says, "He who loves danger shall perish in it." What do we got from this, guys?
Those people who seek thrill, those people who want to live in danger.
So
they will end up.
Are we talking like skydiving?
Maybe.
That could kill you.
I mean, it's definitely dangerous. I think people who love danger is always people that are always crossing the line for things, tipping the line of how far can we actually push the limits to, and things like that. And people that do that just they don't have respect for things, right? They don't respect the boundaries, and they can do that spiritually as well. How far can I go with this? How powerful can I get with this?
Well, that is a great point, because people will commit sin and they're like, you know what? I'm going to get right with God next week, right? Oh, I'll make it to church next week.
I'll do on my deathbed. I'll live all the way there. Yep. And it's like, so when are you going to make it right with the Most High? I will make it right on my deathbed. And that's towing the line. You're crossing lines.
That's absolutely dangerous, right? I mean, if you want to live that life where you believe you're going to have those last moments where you think you're going to get right at the last 30 seconds, you're going to walk out the door and get hit by a bus, and it's going to be game over. Okay, 27. A hard heart shall be loaded with sorrows. Okay. Well, anyone want a hard heart?
Nope.
Anyone want sorrows? Anyone want to be loaded with sorrows?
No.
Okay. And the wicked man shall heap sin upon sin. That seems logical, right?
Yeah, people that live in sin are just going to sin and sin and sin and sin and sin.
And they will never stop unless they seek our Creator. Okay. In the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy, for the plant of wickedness has taken root in him. Ooh, okay. So I think we should just discuss this. We don't have too many to go on this thing. But it says the proud, there's no remedy for being proud. In the punishment of the proud, there is no remedy.
There's no healing for those that get punished for being prideful. It's just humble yourself.
Yeah, and when you start getting that prideful head, you have forgotten that, you leave your house and you start a car, right? You didn't give yourself legs. You didn't give yourself the arms. You didn't give yourself the ability to go sit in this. You didn't do any of this, right? Everything we have is by the hands of our Creator. Everything. And so being proud is a very, very easy way to get owned. Okay? And it also says the plan of wickedness has taken root in him. And Jade, we're out in the field plowing and ripping stuff out. Tell me a little bit about the roots of the sod, Mr. Sodbuster.
They're tough. They're hard to remove. It takes a lot of work, and once they're out, it's easy to keep it out. But once they get planted in there, it's hard to get them out.
Yeah, as I was out there, our hands are all like ripped open from this. We have a 7 horsepower little Ducati thing, and it's little like.
Rototiller.
It's a rototiller. It's a Ducati, but it's what did I say?
You didn't give it a trip.
Yeah, it's like a big rototiller, but it's heavy duty. It really takes you to school on that. And as I'm out there, and I'm really even today and yesterday, I was praising Yah for just the beauty of His creation. And as I'm looking and trying to break the ground up, I was thinking to myself, wow, as humans, Yahuwah could have turned the environment up a little bit more and owned us with grass or owned us with elements that we would not be able to control. And as I'm just out there thinking about it, I'm like, this entire terrarium thing that we're living in is absolutely made for us, and it is just so beautiful. And the sod on the ground, if you guys don't know, when you're walking on grass, underneath of that is what we rip up as little farmers out in the middle of the jungle, and it is indestructible. This 7 horsepower Ducati is like a little tiny motorcycle. It's not even a tiny motorcycle. It's a heavy duty motorcycle. And we don't ride it. We pull on it and it hurts really badly. But the sod is indestructible stuff. And it is amazing that we have all this stuff. Let's continue on. But anyway, the root of the sod is incredible.
So once the plan of wickedness is there, it's going to be hard to get rid of.
Yeah, absolutely. You're going to need a 7 horsepower Ducati, and it's going to have to be trained up in the Torah to help you rip that evil out of your heart.
At some point, you the pickaxe.
Yeah, you better get a pickaxe if you have evil. Right? It's better to lose a member of your finger than it is to continue on in sin. Okay, 29. The heart of the clever shall understand a parable, and an attentive ear is the desire of a wise man. Now, why is an attentive ear a desire, gentlemen?
Because an attentive ear is someone that listens. It's something that you're listening, you're paying attention, you are giving your all to learning, you're giving your all to wisdom.
Yeah. And it says, water shall quench a flaming fire, and kind deeds make atonement for sins. Okay? Is this right? Is kind deeds make an atonement for sins?
I would think so. Mine says alms makes atonement for sins.
Alms? You guys say alms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got some King James thing over here.
Oh, okay. What do you got? Does everyone else have anything?
No,
What are you reading?
same.
Which version are you reading?
Separate.
Oh, you're reading the Sefer too? Mm-hmm. Where does it say
This
that?
one's different.
Yeah, this Sefer's different.
This one's the newer version of Sefer, I think.
Okay, yeah, so we have...
And he that requites good turns.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's I think if you sinned and then you like doing something good, right? It's added unto you, right? Yah's not going to sit there and be angry with you over your sin if you repent and you do good in return or something.
What is a quality of people that are kind? What do they do for other people?
They love, they help.
They're patient, they listen, they have an open heart to people, they are willing to care for those that need caring for, even in their most broken moments when it seems unbearable.
Yeah, and I think those kind of actions would help us at some level with atonement for sins. And so I think that's right.
I think that's
Carla
where
wants to know alms or kind deeds.
Alms, I thought, yeah, I guess here.
I thought alms were like praise.
I thought it was money they put
I
in
thought it
there.
was like donations.
Yeah, alms for the poor.
Oh, I saw alms.
we don't know, we'll have to get back
Yeah,
to
we
it.
do not know, sis. Sorry. Do we have any other translations, sir?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. And yours says alms. Read what yours says.
It says
This is 31?
30.
30, okay.
Water will quench a flaming fire, and alms make atonement
Oh,
for
it is
sins.
right there, Eli.
Oh.
We're in 30. We're in the wrong verse. It does say alms.
I thought
Okay.
alms like
In-
like a praising.
Alms makes an atonement for sins. And here it says, and kind deeds. So alms must be kind deeds then, or good things. I think so. Sorry, says I don't know.
Carla thought the same, that it was, I guess, a donation or.
I've always heard that alms for the poor, alms for the poor. Okay.
I guess we're just gonna give him like hugs now or something.
Yeah. Okay. Let's continue on. And he who repays good deeds remembers that which may come after, and when he falls, he shall find a support. Okay. Thoughts on that, boys? What does that mean? And he who repays good deeds remembers that which may come after.
It's like you do a good thing, right? You're looking to the future, right? The blessings from God. You're not looking for the things from people, right? You do a good deed and someone sees it and they're like, they want to repay you for it, and you don't accept it because you know that Yah is blessing you for it. You know that Yah will take care of you because you're doing these good things. That's why we're told not to do things before men, because Yah will bless us for these things when we do them in secret, right? We do good deeds away from the view of people so that we don't get the praise that Yahuwah sees, because people that do the things for only viewing of the people, like, oh, you do great things, you gave this away, you did amazing things, you're such a wonderful person, that's their reward right there. They say they have the reward. That's it.
Yeah, and I agree to that, or what that says. It also says, when he falls, he shall find a support. And so that is, essentially as you pay it forward. And that's what we should all be doing in life is with Yah's kingdom, is paying it forward. We should always be looking for the kind deeds to do. We should always be looking at people's lives that we can impact and change in any way. And, when they offer to pay us for this stuff, this is a gift from our Creator. This is because our Creator loves you and he cares about you. And, this is where we can definitely pay it forward. And we should never look back. We should never, ever think that, man, I should deserve this because, I helped. Just the fact that we are able to help is a blessing from our Creator. And so we got to use these blessings to the best of our abilities, because with much is given to us, much is expected. And it's just like the money that was given to the servants, right? One servant was given one servant was given 5, one servant was given 10. One of them just hid the money, did nothing with it, and he was a wicked servant. And so we need to do the very best that we can and affect the people's lives to the very best of our abilities and love these people. And I think that is it.
Mesh explained alms are the fruits of Yah that we share with our brother.
Okay. Thanks, Mesh. Thanks, brother. Yeah, so this is why having a family is super, super good, especially a wise little family like you guys out there that we can sit and we can discuss this stuff and we can talk about this stuff. Because Boss Clan doesn't have like all the answers. We are, as people say, we're teaching and teachers, but really we're just reading the scriptures with you guys. And much of the stuff, we learn a lot from you guys as well. And so thank you guys very, very much for joining us today. And thank you guys very, very much for being with us.
The Grand says alms equals anything given gratuitously to relieve the poor.
Right. Okay. That makes a lot of sense. So we got a little education tonight. We're going to walk away a little bit smarter on this. Gentlemen, what do you make of all this out there? Am I going to have to be worried I'm going to be stuck in some nursing home or something? Are you guys going to?
I don't think so.
You guys are going to help me change my diapers?
Yes.
Sure. You're good with this?
Yes.
All right. This is on the record, just so everybody knows. And whenever this happens,
you can hold us against it if we don't.
Yes. My kids said they're going to change my diapers. So, all right. Well, thank you guys very, very much. Everybody in the chat room, we love you guys very, very much. Thank you for being a part of our family. Thank you for being a part of this Ecclesia. And if nobody else has anything out there, I think we are going to tell everyone shalom, much love, and we will see you guys on Shabbat. In a couple of days, we go live on Shabbat at 11 o'clock is our time. I don't know what time that is your time. And I guess that's it.
That's the next time we're live. We'll do the daily videos.
Yeah. You'll see us daily every single day, but Shabbat will be live. And yeah, thank you, Kate, for clearing that up. Okay. Anything else?
I think that's it.
All right. Much love from the Boss Clan.
All right. Shalom.
Love y'all.
All right. Shalom.